I don't know how many of you know what a mulligan is, but in golf, it's a do-over. And in life, it's a second chance. And about a little over 10 years ago, I was sitting in my sweatshop, AKA embroidery business, in Silver Creek, and it was a Monday morning, and I'm reading the golf stats in the Monday morning paper. And I see this little thing that says, there's a Legends Tour for former LPGA Tour players. And I wasn't, I wonder who's playing. So I looked down the list to see if I had any friends there, and I saw Nancy Lopez's name, and not that we're like real buddies, but I looked and saw that she shot 85 one round, and she got paid $3,000 for it. And I was like, wow, I can shoot 85 real easy, and I'd like to get paid $3,000 for it. So my next thought was, okay, what do I have to do to qualify to play with all these Hall of Fame LPGA Tour players? And then I thought, can I resurrect my golf game and prove to myself that the dream that I had when I was 17 years old, play on the LPGA Tour and be a star, it wasn't just a nightmare? This little box is my it. And you might say, well, what is it? And it is the choice for you to do what you're great at. And for me, it's my passion and my potential, and now my purpose in life. There's 3 things in the box. The first thing in the box is a nail. And the nail to me represents pain. And it tells me, Cindy, how bad does the pain have to be before you have the guts to do something about it and change?
I get an email from the Golf Channel. So I get the email, and I'm reading the email, and I'm like, big break for ladies only. I hear the little voice, you know, you should apply for this. I'm like, yeah, I already played the tour. I don't need to win it, an exemption on the LPGA Tour. And the little voice said, what if you wanted to win a Legends Tour event? Okay, you got a point. What if you were on the last hole and there were 10,000 people watching you, and there was water and bunkers, and you were tied for the lead, and you had to hit a shot over water, tied for the lead? What if that happened? What would you do? Probably puke. All I'm thinking about is I want to finish in the top 10 because I want to be exempt for the next tournament. Because if I finish in the top 10, I get exempt for the next tournament. So we get to the 13th hole, and I don't know how many over or under I am. But I say to him, I go, I really got to go to the bathroom. So I said, what's that leaderboard say? And he says, shut up. We got 5 holes left to play. And I'm like, whoa, meow. So I'm walking over and I'm going, what does that say? Now, I've read enough psychology books about how to not choke your guts out, and I've been on this TV show, right? And so I'm thinking, I think it says that they're 3 under par, but I'm going to pretend they're not. I'm going to pretend it says 5. So I'm tricking my brain so I don't choke my guts out, because anytime I try to protect, I always gag it. Like, don't go in the water. Where's it going? In the water. So I'm like, no, I'm going down the middle of the fairway. So I go to the bathroom, I come back, and the leaderboard's right in front of my face, and it says 3 under par is leading, and I'm 2 under par. So I'm like, okay, how many people? Oh, she's already finished. I'm trying to figure it out. Are you going to finish in the top 10? But then I'm like, no, you have 5 holes left to play. Stop doing this, right? So I'm like going back and forth in my head, having a fight with myself. 17, par 4, up the hill. You got to hit a 5-wood off the tee. So I hit 5-wood off the tee. I'm in the middle of the fairway. It's straight up the hill. It's 100 yards. So I say to him, what do you think I should do? Should I hit 9-iron? Because it's straight up the hill. It's kind of into the wind. He goes, no, I think you can hit pitching wedge there. I'm like, pitching wedge? I can't hit a pitching wedge 100 yards up the hill. No, pitching wedge is the right club. So I hit this pitching wedge absolutely perfect at the pin. I'm 3 feet short of the green. So now I'm pissed at him, right? I'm like, oh my God. So I have about this far to go on the green, and the pin's right in the front. So I look at him, and there's thousands of people. I look at him and I go, should I putt this? Because I'm like, please tell me to putt this. I want to putt this. I don't want to chip this. He goes, no. See that hole right in front of you? If you putt this, you're going to hit the hole, and then it's going to plop in the air, and then you don't know what the ball's going to do. He goes, you've been chipping good all day. Why don't you chip this? Okay, fine, I'll chip this. I chip it in. For a birdie. So how many under am I now?
3.
What's the lead?
3.
I chip it in, and the fans go, yes! And they all stand up, and I start to cry. I'm like, oh my God, you wuss, stop this!
This would be a sanguine purse. Now, a melancholy, okay, you would never carry this purse with you. You're like, oh my God, that's so disgusting.
We had gone to a seminar, and the lady at the seminar was talking about how her husband drove her nuts. So of course I started to sit up and pay attention. And so she went on and on and on about how opposite her husband was from her, and I was like, whoa, this is like me and him. So she had this book that she had written, it was called Personality Plus. So of course I bought the book. And then when I got home, I took the personality test for me, and then I took it for him. And then as he was laying on the floor, and I'm sitting on the couch, and I'm reading off all of his weaknesses to him, I was like, I had a delayed intelligence attack, and I said, oh my God, you can't help yourself.